It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 17th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Moisture on the increase across the state today, leading to some isolated showers and thunderstorms tonight and into the day on Saturday. And we could see some gusty winds and blowing dust along the way as well. But overall, the weather pattern should remain fairly quiet for the next 7 days. Temperatures relatively close to seasonal averages. All right, now we'll get into all of that in just a moment. But first, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And with a quiet weather pattern, we're pretty light on content this week. But David Parnell did send in this picture from the West Valley from earlier this month. That's a cool looking sky there. Then, very popular on the videos, people seem to love when we go international. And once again, Zane from down in Brisbane, Australia sends in these pictures. Yes, it's springtime down there, and the weather looks phenomenal. And last, but certainly not least, our friend Ryan Seek, leave it to him to find the one little shred of sensible weather that went on in the state during the last 7 days. And yes, there were a few showers that popped up last evening to the southeast of the valley, some cumulonimbus there. I say showers, but most of this is actually virga. It's rain not reaching the ground, but still phenomenal pictures, especially when you're pretty close to sunset. That looks spectacular. So thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everybody, as always, for your submissions. And if you want to get in on Photo Friday, you can do so. groffshow@gmail.com is my email address. That is GROFFshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, getting into it here, looking at the almanac from yesterday, 105 degrees the afternoon high, 79 was the morning low. The normal high, 101. The normal low now down to 78. And looking out there now at 8:45 a.m., scattered clouds across the valley, and it is 84 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 55, relative humidity 37%, wind from the east at 7 miles per hour, and the barometer is steady. The upper level weather pattern across the country right now shows a broad trough over the southeast U.S., the remnants of Nicholas. Then we've got a ridge to the southeast of us, an upper low approaching from the west, and the flow aloft is switching out of the south. So we are seeing an increase in moisture across the state today. And that will lead to some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, tonight, and maybe even into Saturday. The watch warning map is extremely quiet across the country. Still some flash flood watches over parts of the Gulf Coast. The convective outlook for today, we've got a little sliver of a marginal risk over parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. In Arizona, the green is back on the map. Could see some thunder around here. And while no organized severe weather is anticipated, any one storm could have winds that approach severe limits, especially with the dry subcloud layer that we have across the state today. As we check out the tropics, we still have the ghost of Nicholas around the Gulf Coast. We've got a wave off the east coast of the United States, one over the central Atlantic, one coming off the African coast. The waves off of the east coast of the United States and in the central Atlantic still have a high chance of development, but the good news is that they are not expected to impact the United States. That central Atlantic wave is still interesting, though. It should pass north of the Lesser Antilles, but the preponderance of guidance does say it will gain latitude and curve harmlessly out into the Atlantic. About the only threat maybe would be to Bermuda, but that's still way too early to tell right now. All right, the precipitation outlook. This is valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts in Phoenix, yes, we could see up to 1/10 of an inch, and a fairly widespread, very light amounts of rain are possible across much of the state, mainly for late this afternoon, tonight, and into the day on Saturday. But as usual, I fear that most of this will be very random and scattered. Some spots will see nothing. Some spots could get a little bit more than what's shown here. We'll talk about what's going on with this weather pattern in more detail as we get to modeling. Here we go. The GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. High pressure to the east, that upper low approaching us from the west, a southerly flow across the state today. Down at the surface, an increase in clouds, we'll call it partly cloudy, and widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop across southern Arizona this afternoon and this evening. And again, the key words, widely scattered, and any one of these storms could put out some gusty winds. Not much in the way of rain, but a locally heavy downpour can't be ruled out in a spot or two. And so, highs today generally in the upper 90s to around 101. Tonight, slight chance of showers and storms in here, overnight lows in the 70s to near 80. And even into the day on Saturday, still have enough dynamic support with this low coming on through and moisture around for some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. About a 20% chance we'll see anything here in Phoenix. High temperatures, upper 90s to near 100. But then by Sunday, that low is kicked out. A trough passes to the north of Arizona. The big story here will be that the flow aloft will switch more out of the northwest, and much drier air is going to filter into the region here. And dew points should drop off substantially, probably back down into the 30s. So that'll make it feel a little bit more pleasant. High temperatures will still be pretty close to the century mark, though. But then by Sunday night and Monday morning, overnight lows drop into the upper 60s in some of the cooler valley spots, maybe mid 60s in the outlying areas. Otherwise, low to mid 70s in the urban core, and then high temperatures on Monday, again, pretty close to 100 degrees. Much of next week, we'll see that trough moving away, and high pressure will gradually build in from the west for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and high temperatures each day should generally range from about 99 to 103. Now, the forecast by late next week does start to get a bit uncertain. You can see some green on the map here, and you're wondering, well, what's up with that? Well, this run of the GFS shows a ridge building in across the Pacific Northwest, the Great Basin, more of an easterly flow developing, and some moisture returning into the region for widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. There are other models within the GFS ensemble suite that show a cutoff low developing, and that would pull some moisture in here, but the overwhelming majority of guidance suggests that we stay dry. And that's going to be how we tailor the forecast for next week. Generally dry conditions and temperatures remaining just a little bit above average. All right, here's a week from today. This is Friday the 24th. The GFS has a 591 ridge across Northern California, above average temperatures out here across much of the West, and mainly dry conditions. Again, it does show a few showers and storms in the eastern mountains, though. Then, as we go out 10 days, this is Sunday the 26th. We've got a trough approaching the west coast, but still ridging here across the southwest. A mainly southwesterly flow is set up here, so we stay dry and relatively seasonal. Looking at rainfall going into the beginning of October here now off of the European ensemble for the Phoenix area. And for the most part, it looks like we are going to stay dry. And temperatures off of the national blend of models, not all that out of bounds for late September here. Highs pretty close to 100 degrees on most days. Overnight lows mainly in the 70s to about 80. But keep in mind, this is at Sky Harbor Airport. This is downtown. This is the urban core. The cooler pockets could get down into the 60s on some nights. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here on Monday morning, but updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions, they're always encouraged as well. Thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys be safe. Stay cool, stay hydrated out there, watch your kids around the swimming pool, and have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.